sizes, switches, and off rides, and I'm step outside, and I'm.
Side dishes, all fries.
Yo, I stand strong like a fire hydrant. Wait. We out
I'll
here.
be quiet, silent. Listen,
Ooh.
double negative,
Quiet.
single
silent.
positive.
Wait, that was science, right? I hated science, nigga. Welcome. Wizzy, bring it bound, bring it back. Welcome, my niggas, to the Just By I Got channel, big channel for you niggas that are looking and visually checking out with the ocular proof what the fuck we doing over here.
Ock proof.
You know what I mean? This is watermelon, which one is which, you don't know, versus pumpkin, nigga. Watermelon versus pumpkin. I want you niggas to adjust your seats. If you have a ponytail, grab it. Adjust your ponytail according to what the fuck is going on right now, and lend us your ears. All we want is your ears, man. Because I think without the watermelon versus pumpkin society, you guys would be lost. You know, I think we had to enter your lives forcefully and report the fake news to you. Fake news. That's what people want, man. This is watermelon versus pumpkin, man. Okay? I am the nigga with the dusted, dirty. Now, it's beyond dusty now. This shit is just corroded. Cap. But I gives character, so I don't wash it. I'm like the professional athlete who puts the sock in.
See, this is the thing, that your cap has no
There's no cap on what I'm saying right now. We need to understand. I don't give a fuck if I'm generations behind a nigga. I want to know what your slang is about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Talk your slang. What is it? What do it mean, though? If it makes sense, I'll run with it. You know what I mean? Like, dope. You know, I'm still, I mean, dope was many things, though. There was weed, where everybody loves weed, so that's dope.
Dope is, what my mother swore I was smoking. And you're smoking dope. I can't tell you how proud I was to call her over to the computer like 2 years ago and be like, Mom, look at this email. Yeah. 2 ounces a month. Legally.
Of dope.
And then she was just like, this is ridiculous.
Why would they do? What are they doing? It's been the devil's lettuce forever. Why are they changing now? Because it's pop, Mom. Plants over pills.
But then last week, as fate would have it, as the stars align, who wants that CBD? I'm not going to say who, but
Hey,
it
listen.
wasn't me.
It was.
Piece of
So
Shaggy.
when that was talked about perhaps in the last couple seconds here, you know what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and my mother never let it go. You just never quit since 71. Okay, cool. All right, now we know. Why would I? Why? How do you think I got through parenting with you guys?
Well, you know how many people are out there talking about, if it was legal.
Right. If it was
Huh?
legal. But now the new move is if my job didn't test for it. If my job didn't test for it, I'd be smoking right now. Smoking right now. I'm like one of them niggas. I mean, I still do, but I just got to keep a stash in case your job says some shit. Let me go drink this shit real quick.
It is wild, though. I couldn't imagine being at a job with just... I mean, I guess it would have to be a good enough job to do it.
They would have to. Like, I can't see Burger King fucking, all right, you got to...
Yeah.
It's legal, but we got to make sure you're not a pothead. You're around food, so,
Right. We don't want you stealing fries.
Right? We know how that could be. You get hungry, happy, you're fucking stealing burgers and shit. Next thing you know, you got a trunk full of fucking,
We're going to have to let you go.
Right.
Because there's 30 pounds of raw hamburger meat in your trunk.
In your trunk. Aside with fucking 14 gallons of mac sauce, nigga. What the fuck is going on? That mac sauce is something else, though. Hey,
I still don't. I think McDonald's has fucked up forever. Like, how is that not in a bottle, in a store, on a shelf?
Right.
Come on, bro.
This is true. Like, it's going to be your patent all over it. McDonald's sauce.
Yeah.
Get that mac sauce.
Mac sauce.
And because they want people to come to them. If they put the mac sauce, they're like, well, we're probably going to lose those people as people that are going to make homemade burgers. Nigga, newsflash, they was making them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just put your life into theirs.
Because in my opinion, then you can get money from people that would never go to McDonald's, but they remember the memory of or even just whether they remember or not, they're going to try it because it's something new.
I don't eat McDonald's like that, but I hardly ever eat it. actually. But I would buy that mac sauce and put it on everything I'm cooking.
What
I
I
would enjoy.
what I get from McDonald's if I'm out on the run, I get a McDouble, plain. I throw away the bun. I eat a meat and cheese, and that's it.
Right.
And that way, like, it's not. I think that's the healthiest way that you could
Right.
if you have to. You know what I mean?
Which reminds me of the Philly cheesesteak
Debacle
taste
of
test we did.
'93.
Yeah, the taste test we did on our
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak, where there was a comment there where the guy was definitely calling you out for not eating the bread, which I found was an interesting comment.
I can't
Eat
do it,
the
man.
fucking bread, you pussy. It has nothing to do with fair hair.
I'm not afraid of the bread.
It's not he really wanted the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something going on. You got to understand.
It's that thing of I enjoy the taste of bread.
Right.
I enjoy everything of bread except for when it goes in my body goes, nah, son.
Nah,
Don't do that shit right there.
Fuck that shit.
Don't do that shit right there, son.
You are going to get uppercuts from within.
That's it. And it just stops inside me. That's it.
Right.
It just goes, oh, we're going to set up camp here. You got a couple sandbags. We're just going to block everything, and nothing else is coming
We're
through.
going to pitch a little brioche tent right here.
That's it. It's weird. Like, cheese doesn't block me up. Nothing but bread. Bread
fucking
will just
Solidifies
we're staying there.
right there. We're going to need backup. We're going to need a shooter. Get that motherfucker, break it down. And that's one thing, like, because my lady has been currently lactose kind of going on, which they don't really diagnose. You just got to wean things out.
Yeah.
It's either between that and like IBS, so it's just certain things. And I tell you, man, just when she cut out dairy, just stopping dairy products, man. Like, she's not altering a whole bunch besides anything with dairy in it. So she's getting all the substitute shit or just eating shit that just doesn't have it in it.
Yep.
I mean, shit, she dropped fucking, 20 pounds, man. You know what I mean? And just that, you know what I mean? That's outside of not exercising and shit, but, just that alone, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, if you find out, because that is the thing too, where there's memes in there, memes out there, shit like that, where people are like, it's like flaming hot Cheetos, hot sauce, fucking sriracha, and then somebody like, I don't know why my stomach hurts all the time. Well, it's,
Right.
it's
I love these Takis.
yeah. And I'm not talking about just your girl. I'm talking about like for everybody. If you find out what sucks and what doesn't go with your body, and you cut it out, and then you'd be surprised,
Right.
man. Where it's like, oh shit, it feels
It's true, man.
a whole
I tell
lot
you,
better.
My landlord, we were having like for my new place I moved into. My new landlord, he was talking like he can't do gluten and stuff like
Yeah.
that, so he can't do breads and shit. And he was like, I can. He said, bro, once you grasped onto the result and how the fuck you feel from it, it immediately changes. Like, no, that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could go without it because I know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
And that's where like my lady's at right now, because she's like, and she's a big like, I'm looking at her like, I don't know if I could do it, like, because I'm like a cheesehead. Like, I love cheese and bread, like the worst shits. Like, cheese and dairy is my shit,
Yep.
And it was hers too. Like, she was a big cheese dairy person, like big, and her everything she made type thing, So to kind of just pull that out of your life, say that's it, no more. But what helped her grab onto was the fact of knowing the pain that goes through from it. It's like, and being on the fucking shitter for an hour.
Yep. It's that thing, yeah. Once you realize, like, oh, that did that. Fuck.
Yeah, right. It's like, I think I'm gonna have to deal with it,
Yep.
And that, I mean, kudos to niggas in the industry. You know what I mean?
What's the name of this episode?
Kudos to niggas in the industry that they develop these alternate tasting things, man. That you could get something that is familiar, sorta.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And make it taste like a home base.
It's passable, and then once that's all you eat, it works like that. Like for me, I cut out bread because, man, I do a thing where I'm like, well, then I haven't had bread for so long. I'll go back and try a little bit, and then like these past like the previous like 2 months when I was eating bread again, and I was like, okay, I have to stop. Like,
Right.
be an
You
adult,
feel it, right.
and then you stop, and everything starts going well again. And-
you ever try to do the move where you just fucking like chew it up to get the flavor and then spit it out?
No, that's a desperation. That's
move
some
right
Desperate
there.
Housewives psycho shit. Like,
Oh God, it's so good.
dude, I remember that from like the Dare video about bulimia and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Where they
Bulimics,
just
man.
eat and then spit
And
it
they
out,
fucking
eat it and
gag,
spit it out. And you're
sticking
like,
their finger in their mouth and throw it all up. And it was always people that were like fucking 100 pounds anyways. It was the weirdest thing to me. Nobody fat ever was a bulimic,
No. But it's wild because
But it made sense for them to be one. You know what I mean?
yeah, because when you stop eating that stuff for so long, the super sugary shit tastes, it's too much now. Like me, if I have a strawberry, I'm like, this is candy.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
It
See, that's interesting, dude, because I have that sweet taste bud, and it's like I awakened it in the last year or so. So I gotta kind of put that nigga back in the box. You know what I mean? Like, now I gotta stash you, and like you said, it's that going without it for so long that your body starts reacting to it. Like, because when I went without, at the beginning of me with my weight loss, transformation of everything, and I went without sweets like that for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't doing chocolate and shit. Like, I didn't do a lot of that. So I remember when I first started trying to incorporate it back into my diet, it really kind of got weird. You know what I mean? It felt funny. Like, I think it was the body just like, nigga, it's been about 8 months, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're trying to do now, but it ain't working in here. Get that shit up out of here, son. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But,
knowledge is power. So what we're saying here is that I am his, not your co-host, Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS. You watching us on YouTube? Thank you. You listening to us on the podcast? Thank you. Hopefully you're listening on Podcoin and make some money from doing it, man. I've been listening. I downloaded Podcoin. I've been, listening to my normal podcast like I do. I'm not a psycho. I don't listen to our podcast. I've been listening to all the podcasts I listen to, and I'm almost up to my first, for the past month, I'm going to get like a $2 gift certificate. And you know what? $2 for doing something that I do anyway. Why not? I'm not mad at it. Right. But, like I said, if you're watching us, like, share, subscribe. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Watermelonversuspumpkin.com. That's watermelonvspumpkin.com. GBI Clothing. GBI Clothing. Use code Watermelon to get 10% off. Buy a T-shirt. Buy some socks. Buy something.
Hoodie season's up, baby.
Hoodie season.
Hoodie season in the building. About to give me a hoodie one. Fresh, flipping, dipping. Oh, and big up to the YouTube subscribers. Up to 321 right now.
Nice. We cracked
321 with you niggas. Last time I think I looked, it was like 314 or something. 315. So 321. They're small steps in a big world. We're taking steps in a big world. And as much as we love you niggas, we know the love is there. It's just everything, man.
It's always been everything.
It's been everything.
And that's awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Tell more people about it and let them know what the bruck is up.
We out here. We in here, man. It's been a very great weekend for me as far as sports-wise, let's just dive in. Before I talk about any scores or anything. There was some good games. I'm an Eagles fan. They lost. Fuck y'all niggas. Whatever. It's cool. But Antonio Brown, man, the nigga just can't stay out the media, the tabloids. And when he's out, he puts himself right the fuck back in. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, what are you doing, man? But now this one was a young lady who was a trainer for him, I think in his days in Pittsburgh. She's accusing him of sexual assault. Multiple. 3 different occasions of sexual assault. And I guess she's running with the I was scared to say anything. Like, when did all of a sudden all these niggas become hitmen? Like, like all these niggas is killing. Are they killing? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm too scared to come out because he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like the nigga's a hitman. Or what is it? You don't want to be in the media. I get it.
I'll say this. I have not been sexually molested, sexually assaulted, any of that nature. If this woman was, and what she's telling is the truth, of course, that sucks to hear. And of course, because I've never been sexually assaulted, I don't know what it feels like and when you would want to talk about it and all that shit. But
when the channel,
in my humble hope, you're hurting your case by coming out at the peak time.
Right.
Like,
you picked right now. It's
it's way too convenient to pick right now because this dude's in the news.
Well, supposedly they're saying, he was always in the news, so I guess, but
saying, now he's in the news more than ever.
Yeah, but supposedly they're saying this thing has been going on for months. What it was she was trying to get so much that her peoples are throwing numbers at him, and he's like, nah, I'm not hearing that. Which makes you think like, if he goes to trial and he looks stupid, it's going to be real bad against him. Mm-hmm. But you got to think that you would hope that at least somebody that really feels that innocent is really, like, to me, it's like I never understood that paying people, even when you're innocent. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think it's the amount of money. Like, literally, if that dude has $30 million in the bank and somebody goes, give me $20,000 and I'll go away, to him, you know, obviously to us, that's holy shit. That's 6 months of pay. To them, that's fucking...
Right. It's little peanuts.
That's literally, I could wipe my ass or I could burn it and it wouldn't matter, you know?
Yeah.
But then I think it sets a bad precedent about, like, what if she goes and tells somebody, yo, go get 20 grand. You know what I mean? That type of shit. So
yeah, I mean, the number was real low she asked for, but he turned down the lowest number. You know, so to me, it's like, that got to be a sign of, like, if he wanted to go away, here, take the money, get the fuck out of my face. You know, like I said, I never understood that whole thing of if you felt wrong. But see, now this case is, it's not even criminal. It's a civil trial. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's that
see,
weird.
that's fucking crazy. So this didn't bother you enough to go to the cops?
Right.
Like, so you were sexually assaulted multiple times and this didn't bother you enough to go to the cops? And once again, I don't know this person. I promise you I'm not victim shaming. I'm just asking questions of, like, the one thing that they were talking about was, like, she's sitting on the couch. He comes up behind her and comes on the back of her head. If that was a problem, how is that not the last time that you see this person?
Right.
How is there other... Like, I don't know, man. It's just...
And I don't even know if he's still married. I think he's still married. I see with his kids online all the time, and his wife. He's got the blonde head wife with his little, he down with me Oreo kids, you know, to buy kids and shit. But yeah, you know, that's the thing too. Is like women, ladies, young women. You got to say something right away, man. It got to get to a point of. It seems funny, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want it to be that, like you said. Nobody wants to victim shame anybody, because if you're a victim, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a fucked up thing for anybody to go through. Yep. You know what I mean? But
it's especially shady when, like, so you don't want to go to the cops at all. The cops is no. I just want to immediately go to trial, and I want to go to a civil trial just like for money. So money's gonna make that all better. That's fucking weird. Like, you don't want to see this dude go to jail. You don't want to see this dude anything. But
my thing is like, yo, Michael Jackson molested my kid. I don't want no fucking dollar bill to make it go away. Like, I want that motherfucker. I want justice, man. Yeah. Paying me is not the justice. So those people that took that money, man, it's like, what's really going on?
In the year of World Star and in this age of everybody having a cell phone, I can't fucking believe that there's no videotape, and that's how old I am, no videotape of anybody uppercutting a priest mid-service. Like, I don't get it. Like, and I'm not a parent, never will be a parent, but I also don't understand how anybody could ever have their child come up to them, say, "Daddy, Mommy, he touched me," and you don't fucking, "You're going to jail now," uppercut this motherfucker. Like, how do you, I don't get it.
This bus line.
I don't get it. It's like the people out there, like, you ever see any of those stories and shit where the girl or the guy, one of the two, would be like, "Yeah, so I found out he cheated on me. And so I waited 6 months till his birthday." And I'm like, what the fuck? What
I waited for the right time.
Yeah.
I put period blood in each one of his meals I cooked for him. What the fuck is you doing? Get away from him. Just leave the niggas, man. Leave them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get the hell out of there and go find another patch of grass to go put your garden in.
Like, how do you not immediately confront that person and talk to that person? Like, how the fuck are you that... I don't even know the word to describe it.
I mean, I get it when some people have mind control over people, but a lot of these aren't those situations, I don't think. R. Kelly, I think, had that manipulative way about him, you know, with the young girls. So it kind of, you know what I mean? It made sense of why he was able to do. He's a celebrity, he's famous, and they're young. That is a recipe for him to get exactly what he's looking for. If that's what, you know, whatever, you know, I guess allegedly, if you want to use the word. The nigga did this shit. Whatever, allegedly. You know what I mean? But at some point, man, it's like, we gotta. What I don't like is now that when this is happening, these guys are getting it. Now they're found not guilty. Now where's that reverse on the charges? You know what I mean? Where's that? Okay, now you're getting creating a false report. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Where does that come into life?
See, I think it's scary on both sides.
Because he's rich now, so he can't sue her. You know what I mean? It's
because what's he gonna get out of it?
Right. I mean, if anything, he's like, yo, you know, this defame my character, man. You know.
But then it's scary on both sides because I feel you 100%. As soon as anyone is accused of or the word sexual assault or rape comes up, you can't take it back. It's just done. Like, it's just fucking done. But then on the other point, too, then you got to think about, like, well, the lawyers that he can get versus the lawyers that she can get. So then it'd be a weird situation if, like, Well, if you lose, you're fucked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If it goes down, you're down.
Yeah,
There's no way coming. There's no way to come back.
Yeah, that makes it even tougher for a victim or a potential victim if they really are. But that's, like I said, man, there's too many. Maybe all of this did really happen to this girl from AB.
Right.
Maybe it all really happened, but it's the timing. It's the choice of like, oh, you're doing it right now when his name is the biggest in the news that it's ever
Right.
been. And I understand what you're saying. Behind the scenes, they might have been trying to work stuff out before,
Right.
or I'm gonna go to the TMZ, or I'm
Right.
going to go to the news, or I'm going to do all
Like,
that stuff.
Your wife, you know what I mean? Like,
But
these
it just
guys-
looks so, for me, it looks so gold digging esque to do
Right.
it now.
Yeah, it is, and it's like when you're just throwing around numbers, like you don't really care about that sexual. Like, what are we really talking about here? Are you talking about the sexual assault, or are you talking about numbers? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
at what point? Like, I want to see somebody say, you know what? Fuck that money. I want to sue you because I want you arrested. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because I want you to go.
Right.
And that's the thing too. So now she's accusing him of 3 different times there was sexual things. I know one, like I said, was apparently he came on the back of her head while she was sitting on the couch, and one of them I heard was a forceful rape. So how much money makes rape okay? Because that's my crazy thing too.
Right.
Where I'm saying if this
how
girl
do you
isn't
put a
going to
price
the
tag on
police,
that? Right.
what's the name of this episode? How do you put a price tag on rape? Damn out.
It's true, man. How? He was like, he raped you,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll throw a couple of ducats in your pocket. You think you can live with that? You think you can live with the trauma of being raped?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's like, I want justice, man. Fuck that. I want his balls in a glass jar. You know what I mean? He
Like
raped
I
my
said,
daughter.
I
want that nigga dead.
I don't like that. I don't like the whole fucking like, yeah, it's just a civil case. So say that she wins part of a civil case. Does he get arrested after that? Because it was proven that he fucking sexually assaulted somebody?
It's just like that Michael Jackson shit. We're not saying he did it. We're not saying he not, but you got to pay him.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why the fuck am I paying if I'm not guilty? That's the shit that never made sense to me.
Right.
I never really grasped or like that part of the law when they do that. Like, okay, there's no criminal charges. You're free to go. We got nothing on you, but you're gonna have to pay a little bit right here to this person, and we are gonna order you to pay out. So why the fuck am I paying if I'm not guilty? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That shit is the dumbest shit to me, man. And they'll explain it in a way where it makes total sense to them.
Yep. No, and that's that
lawmakers,
scary fucking believe all women stuff. And I'm not saying not to believe them all, but I'm saying like look at each situation and find out like
situationally.
For me, immediately as a lawyer, I would be like, yo, we should try to discredit her from boom, look at what you're doing right now and why you're doing it. And obviously this is opportunistic and all that other
Right.
shit of like,
I mean, the one with Tyson. So you asked Tyson to come to the room at fucking 3:30 in the morning, and you just because you didn't think of anything, you just want to talk. Why would he try to make any sense? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
3:30 in the morning. You definitely know this is a fucking millionaire. He ain't got time for your bullshit. You putting out. You know that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, come on, man, stop playing. Like, hey, people do that shit, man. They this pretend thing. And let's think about it. That girl's a trainer for the NFL. She probably don't make that much damn money. She's asking for $2 million.
shit, I would hope she makes something if she's a fucking trainer for the NFL. She's
but
got to be doing all right.
What's better than something is her suing a man that's got millions for $2 million.
Yeah.
I get 2 out of you. That's cool with me. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, like I said, because I've never been a victim of stuff like that, I don't understand how it goes past the first time. I don't get that.
right. That's true. Why he's sexually assault? Why are you going back there too much? That's what I mean. That would be the whole like you got to prove that to me. Burden of proof, whatever the fuck you want. Give me that proof of why did you go back after the first assault?
Yeah.
There's
I don't
one
get it.
sexual assault. Why are you still around this shit? To me, it's like, yeah. And he came forward himself and said, no, everything was consensual. So he's not denying anything.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
her. He just said everything was consensual. You know what I mean? The nut in the hair was all on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She wanted me to do that. And she just had her weave done. So she had to throw it away. Got caught in the track and shit. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be that whole fucking like, okay, please say into the camera that you want to have sex before we. But honestly,
that's
that's
crazy.
what's going to be
Waiver
popping up.
forms and
That's
shit,
going to be
yeah.
popping up in court cases with these fucking Amazon Echoes and the fucking cell phones and shit like that. Everything in certain situations, people are going to be happy that you're getting everything recorded. Because you could be like, no, fucking pull everything. And
Right. Well, right now, still, people are still around from the conspiracy theory era. You know what I mean? Everything's a conspiracy. Everything's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Everything. Satellite, those phones, your shoes, what? Your fucking socks. That's a conspiracy. Because what it is, they want the socks to control your feet. to get you to go where they want you to go. They put microchips in the socks so they can contact you where you want to go. It's in the thread. You'll never see it. It's microscopic. There's a microscopic bug, not a real one. A microscopic fucking tracing planted bug in my sock lining is what. But that's the shit that motherfuckers say.
They make you go where you want.
Right. It's you can't beat me down. I'm above Johnny Law. You know.
Yeah, like I said, I don't mean to victim shame anything like that because it's obviously never happened to me. But man, all I could say is, I don't know what mind state you'd be in, but go to the police immediately. Like, how could you not?
Don't fuck around, man. Get there, and start snitching on niggas, man. Fuck, you know what I mean?
Start snitching,
man. Fuck these motherfuckers, man. I'm tired of that shit. You know
what
I
else
mean?
happened in football? The Jets are being the Jets again. I heard that.
The Jets are doing terrible things. Well, their quarterback got.
They've been known.
Their starting quarterback did not suit up because he had
Suited and booted.
What is it?
Nucleosis.
Mononucleosis. So he's got mono, the kissing disease for y'all.
He got nuked.
You know what I mean? Nuked by that crazy girl in Guam. So then the backup starts the game, Simeon, and the nigga had one of the ugliest fucking ankle like snaps. It looked like, you know, one of those little rolled ones that kind of like dangled for a second. Like, that's not. He's not gonna make that. It wasn't that floppy one, but it had that little.
Yeah.
Like, that hurt. Yeah, I seen that. So they had their fucking third string quarterback in there, man, and got their ass beat, by the way. But still, I mean, this guy's like, I was on the practice squad. Now I'm in prime time. He's probably fucking throwing up in his helmet on the sideline. Like, I can't take this shit.
What happens if third string gets knocked out?
Very interesting. They had situations. They have like these guys they have their emergency backup guys, and most of the time they're like wide receivers or running backs that were like some guys that were previous quarterbacks.
Yeah. High school,
or some shit. You know what I mean? The guys that know how to throw that thing. You know, as they got older, they said, "Oh, I'm more of a skilled player." But you know, when they were younger, it's like he probably was like Mike Vick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fake play action, everything's RPOs. You know, run pass option. You know. So that's what they incorporate. But yeah, I mean, at some point, I mean, I always wondered that. I was like, what happens? Like, I want to see, like, what if that guy comes in and gets hurt?
Right.
At what point is there a disqualification, or you just kind of do the wildcat and keep snapping it to your running back? That's all you're going to be able to do.
Do the wild thing.
Snap it to the running back, let him go. Running back go.
I know, right? Like, just end this fucking game.
Right. Accelerated clock, man. Which is a thing here in the state of Connecticut. Speaking of accelerated clock, I don't think any other high school does it. This is for the high school football in the state of Connecticut. They have an accelerated clock for blowouts.
Oh.
Yeah. So when a blowout's more than 27 points or whatever, or more than 24, I forgot, somewhere in the 20s. If it's more than 24 points on a blowout, if they're up 27-0 on you, they accelerate the clock. So it just goes. You know what I mean? They have a no blowout kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I think they even fucking, what I don't like, where they hold schools accountable for running the score up. Like, what the fuck with these guys when I used to play, and you know we were outmatched or something, and it's like these motherfuckers put up 50 on us.
Yeah.
There was no whistle blown saying, all right, guys.
Well, see, because it's interesting because, all right, there's that, but then there's also, you got cats that are playing to try to get a college scholarship. So, if I can get 2 touchdowns, so and when people are looking at my stat sheet and they're like, that's 2 more touchdowns than you had before, so it's tough. But I do get the sportsmanship ethics around it as well of like, yeah, don't be beating people down, but also, man, it sucks to suck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you suck.
Listen to the Miami Dolphins.
Shout out to Kurt Angle.
But shout out to the Jets not being the worst team in the NFL. They might be in the top 3 at worst, or maybe 4. But they got some. Nah, I couldn't put them that low, man. The Jets actually got a really good defense, man. They got some Paulers. The guy Adams, who's like the safety, he's a fucking maniac. He's like Ronnie Lott on steroids, man.
Whoa.
He knock your dick in the dirt quick. I had to say that line. That's old school Southern niggas put that on. I knock your dick in the dirt. So, but
put your penis in Mother Earth.
Right. So he's got, they got some talent. I mean, Le'Veon Bell doing his thing somewhat, but that division's gonna own to the Patriots. They've been
known.
So here's their first 2 games. They only had 2 games. Their combined score was 47 points. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. Am I saying this right? No, it was 70 points. 70 points because they had 43 this Monday, and the week before they had 30-something.
Wow.
So they had 74 points to their opponent, 3.
Hot shit.
Week 1, the niggas had a field goal, and the Dolphins didn't score anything. All due to the Washington Redskins. The teams they play weren't that great. So you know what I mean. It's like,
you know what's weird though. Sometimes
the Steelers were. Steelers actually pretty good.
Sometimes the Jets will bring it to the Patriots, and it's so fucking weird. Right. It's just one of those things where, like, sometimes the Jets have their number, and it doesn't make any sense, but the Jets will give them problems at times where you're just like, how the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man, because I think the number it's in the double digits as far as the Patriots winning that division out.
Damn.
It's like 12, 13 years straight.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's insane. You know what I mean? It's like, I think the last time anybody else won a division was the Jets, and it was when Mark Sanchez was there.
Yep.
You know?
That was I remember because
they were almost went to the Super Bowl. They played the Steelers.
That was when my uncle had season tickets, and he was gonna be in the lottery for the Super Bowl if they won, but they didn't win.
Good old Jets fashion.
They did the Jets. Yeah.
You know, the Cowboys are playing really strong. Hate them, but they're playing good.
I don't mind them. I hate their fans.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, Stephen A. From SportsCenter, he hates them. I hate the arrogant, cocky fans, and it's true.
Straight up though, imagine if somebody was bragging about something that happened in 95, 96. Like,
we the shit we always been. Like, you niggas ain't been winning. You won one playoff game in 25 years, man.
Yeah,
there's something to say about that.
Be like, go to a fucking celebrity dinner and get Emmitt Smith's autograph. Other than that, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, nobody
Get
gives
your
a shit.
and put it to the rear. I am doing pretty decent on my fantasy league. I did lose this week, so I'm 1-1. It's a good little fantasy for y'all to do fantasy football out there. Hey, it's fun, man. I got a team together with people that I'm in, created my own league. You know, we do $50 a pop, man. At the end of it, the winner takes $350. The runner up takes the $150. You know,
not bad.
So we try to work it like that, but it's tough when you root for your team, but there's like a motherfucker on the other side of the team that's on your little fantasy shit. I need a nigga to get points, but don't beat us though.
Yeah, don't beat us. But I mean, if you want to get an interception while time is running out and it doesn't matter, that'd be cool.
Right. I like it when it's like when I know, like, say if they running up the score, they're about to blow these guys out. I know that now on the other side of the ball, if I got a receiver from that team, I'm playing him because he's gonna have to keep. They're gonna air it out. The only way they're gonna try to come back is they got to throw the ball constantly.
Now, can you make mid-game changes?
No,
it's just you set it for a week
right
and then
right before kickoff.
Okay,
so you got up until 1 o'clock. Or Thursday you could do just that game because Thursday game you could just switch around that game. But as far as game day, you got to right at 1 o'clock. 1 p.m. you got to have your shit in, or your lineup gets left the same, and you could have a nigga hurt. Somebody out of the lineup because it's their bye week. You know what I mean?
Yep.
My brother and them are funny because, a couple of them cats that are doing it, it's their first time. So it's like the novice shit, they're getting all crazy for like one point miss. Oh, fuck, man. I said, bro, this is a long season. These games are long. You're talking about the first game, and the guy's got 3 points because he fumbled it. Give him a chance, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
How these things work, It all goes by their performance, If the team gets knocked out and they're getting dragged through the mud, then it's somebody else's responsibility to pick that up, man.
Through the mud.
You know what I mean? So get your shit out your shit.
True. So if anybody go ahead.
I was gonna say what else is interesting is fun fact. I don't know if we mentioned it, but this is the actual 100th year of NFL anniversary. This their big one, man. So that's why the NFL is like kind of like, to pull an AB into it all. It's like they're kind of like we're starting off our 100-year anniversary with this possibly about to happen. You know what I mean? Because the NFL is going to get a lot of shit for not suspending him. Well, they can't. He said they don't have nothing really to suspend him on. They look at they look at whatever it is, and they make their decision. If they feel like it's enough to say, okay, well, we need to sit out until you figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't do that. They're just like, he's eligible. We'll make him eligible.
Now, has he played?
Yeah, he just fucking busted asses. We got a touchdown, 56 yards on 4 or 5 catches. Came in immediately. So now the whole thing is like, okay, NFL, if they come to it that he's found guilty, they're gonna give him the same shit's gonna get on them as it did for Ray Rice. Mm-hmm. Remember, they didn't do shit for Ray Rice. When they're telling him, yo, this went down, and they're like, well, we didn't get nothing.
Well, that was the thing. Yeah, that video.
Oh shit. Damn it.
Yep.
Damn you, Ray. Why didn't you tell the truth? Because the nigga scared. He didn't want to keep his money, man. And
same thing, like R. Kelly never thought that those fucking tapes would turn into, and then there's the internet and things. Like, man, when he was fucking whoever the fuck he was fucking, whatever age she was, R. Kelly was not thinking that, okay, this videotape that I have just one copy of me in my bag over there is going to be on. Yeah, it's it's wrong, but still, I get the mentality of not thinking.
I bet you his ass was thinking, man, I wish I was in the era when I was doing this shit of the smartphone,
right?
Where nobody's gonna get your evidence, man.
Yeah,
Those big ass
you just got it on your phone.
videotape floating around. I got the VHS. It's Aura. Aura's on the VHS.
When Jay-Z was blocking those fucking kicks from Solange in the elevator, you know he was not thinking about, like, is this being recorded? No.
Yeah, right.
They shut the fuck up. All those rumors came out, and then somebody was just like, oh, I'm selling this tape.
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
I do that same shit. You know, whoever sold that shit probably got fired from their job, but you know what? They probably got like 50,000 or more from TMZ.
More just hanging out like, fuck it, man. You know, but it's for the 100th anniversary. And now I'm interested in thinking about that and seeing like how Jay-Z's incorporation of what he's doing. Are you going to bring some thunder musically to the NFL for the 100th season? I mean, it's a big season. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's gonna supply venues for shit or like that's right. We never got the plans yet. They're still in the works, but it's gonna happen.
We're doing something. It's gonna be good.
And when we find out, I mean, when we do it, you're gonna know.
So why the fuck are you telling us about this?
Right. Oh man.
Hey man, hopefully Hove does something good. But hey, man, if you guys got any opinions on the football season, who you think's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Because I think that shit is weird too now. Man, if the Patriots win, then AB's out there with the Super Bowl showing his ass, farting in doctors' faces.
Listen, it's a move of his, man, where, you know, he's going to have to humble himself a little bit because that's what they do up there.
Yeah.
And, you know, first game he comes out, he's all smiles. You know, you got Tom Brady throwing you the ball, man. It's probably the greatest of all time in that position. You know what I mean? It's like you're a kid in the candy store. You're on the best team. This guy's been in 9 Super Bowls, man. You know? in 20 years, they've been in 9. That's half a decade. You know?
I want to see how he does with social media now. Like, because even there was that video of him on, I think, Instagram Live.
Right, is it God is good or is the devil's a lie? He was saying shit like that.
But he's in fucking Tom Brady's gym.
Yes,
and even they were saying, like, you can kind of see Tom Brady in the back just like not loving it. You know what I mean?
Tom's not the guy. He's not going to get behind you like, yo, Instagram world. Like,
AB's here, guys.
Right, you got the wrong guy. Like, he's married to a fucking supermodel, and he's got fucking 6 championship rings. I think he's pretty much a cool customer when it comes to this shit. You know what I mean?
That's why I think, like, even me, I was surprised to see that already. I want to see if shit like that continues or if they're going to tell him, like, yo, chill the fuck out, dude.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, and the beginning of the night, the Patriots, they don't need Antonio Brown.
No.
They're good without him, man. But to have him is dangerous, you know what I mean? Because he's really good at what he does, man. He gets out of his break, you know what I mean? He cuts real hard, real fast, and he's a lot faster than his opponents, man. So you get that guy in the open stretch, man. Tom got to throw that shit 8-9 yards like he do, and AB will take it the rest of the fucking
Let him
way.
go.
You know what I mean?
I always thought that was weird. But real quick, man, if you have any opinions on this, hit us up on the hotline, 203-594-6977. Call or text. Let us know how you feel about it. But what I want to know how you feel about, because I've always seen it, I've always think it's weird, but I don't know how you would quantify it differently of, I throw you the ball 8 yards. You run 50 yards with it. That's a 58-yard pass. That shit's always been weird to me.
I know. I never got that. I said if you were really to take away the yards after catch, quarterbacks wouldn't have those kind of numbers, man.
No.
You know, like Tom Brady would rule the league in fucking 2, 3, 4 yard passes.
Because that's always crazy. Like, say if I pop in to watch a game and like, hey, you just caught a 58-yard pass. I'm expecting
that's a 58-yard pass, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Not catching it 10 and running 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
and it's like, oh, he shuffled past it out behind the line of scrimmage, and then he ran. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
so is that a pass? When is that considered a pass or a run when hike and then they do the underhand toss to the homie in the back?
It's backwards. It's a backward lateral. So no, that's not a pass. No.
Okay.
Because he went backwards. If it goes forward, but still behind the line of scrimmage, but goes forward.
Yeah.
It's a pass. But that's what it is when those guys fuck up when they try to throw like a little wide receiver screen or something.
Yeah.
And he's behind the quarterback, so he's throwing it backwards. Now, if he botches that, that's a live ball. You know what I mean? So he drops that shit now. It's
that's
like
a
open
fump.
season, yeah. Oh, shit,
Yo, bring him back, dog. Bring him back. So, yeah, let us know if you got any feelings on that. 203-594-6977. This is the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. These are gourd wars. This is white people versus black people. No, this is...
Love, hate, Radio Raheem, Sal's Pizzeria. What the fuck is going on right now?
light, dark, light. Tell us how you feel.
It's like, I tell you how I felt when I thought it was weird that, school, when your school, I want to say it was middle school or maybe freshman year, they want to challenge you at that age and get you, challenge your strength and knowledge of knowing what is what. So they sat us down and had us watch American History X. Now, for y'all don't have seen that movie, it's very edgy. It's a lot going on, a lot said. And, here I am, 13, 14, like, okay, this shit is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, this is what we doing? All right. Excuse me. But there was a point I was making there.
Shit is real.
Oh, yeah. Hug Antonio Brown when you see him and put him on your fantasy league because he's on mine.
Let him know.
Get your shit together, people.
So we had mentioned Philly. We had mentioned New York. I made a round trip to both of them this week. I went out to 2 concerts in 3 days. Shit was a grand time all around, except for we live in Connecticut here, West Haven. Not going to go any further than that in case they're watching us. But
622 Tut Hill Lane.
Last year when we went out to the preseason game, we had that thing where, whatever, it's supposed to be like a 3.5-hour ride.
Yep.
And it took us 6 whatever to go there. This past weekend, man, and I thought that I left early enough too, but it was just accidents to where, like, whatever, show starts at 8 p.m. I left at 3:30, and it's supposed to be a 3-hour ride. So I was figuring, man, I'll get there maybe even before doors open. Who knows? Just it'll be a nice leisurely ride. Go out, boom.
Right.
Man, I hop on 95. I start going and shit like that, and then the GPS, it's some bullshit when Google Maps, when it goes orange. Then it goes red, and then the time just goes up, and then you start looking on the fucking map, and it's just, I don't know what the fuck happened on Friday, but everybody decided to crash their fucking car on I-95. That shit was some dude. Where like literally it was like you're looking on the map and they're like 8 different car crashes. I'm like, what the fuck? And me, I'm 36 years old. I am old enough now to where, like, if there is a car crash on the left, I am okay without staring at it and going 2 miles an hour. I have reached the
That is a thing, man. I don't know. I'm like, what is it? Then when the traffic clears up, because in the accident was on the other side of the highway.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you niggas are the worst.
Like, dude, I'll do the thing now where I'm behind someone, I see somebody in front of me doing that shit, and I'll beep at them like, no, you don't need to look at that. There's nothing you're going to, unless you're going to pull over, stop.
Right, pull over.
But they're pulled over. The cops have pulled them over. There's other people that, like, just stop doing that shit. I hate that because that's what does it. That's what fucking boofs the entire thing. But, yeah, I drove from Connecticut to Pennsylvania to see a Japanese metal band from Japan. Took a dump in my hand in Okinawa, Japan. And it was a bit of a shock because it was one of those, like, I drove 5.5 hours, got my parking spot, whatever, got into the venue, the Fillmore, which is a dope-ass venue. Like, usually a lot of metal venue, and not that it is a metal venue, I'm sure they have plenty of plenty of acts there, but usually big venues, like, it's like it was like 2,500. It was like a 2,500 seater. Nice. Usually when you go into a bathroom there, it looks like somebody just fucking aborted everything. In there, the bathroom was beautiful. It was crazy. Like, it was one of those, I walked in and I was like, are we in a venue? This is insane. Like, it almost felt like the casino bathroom. It was amazing. And but like I said, it was a quick experience because, like, I got in and the opening band, there was an opening band called Avatar. They're a band from Sweden.
Okay. Swedes, Gothenburg, Shorty.
They were a metal band, and they were pretty wild. But, like, I saw, like, the last half of their last song, and they did their thing, and then it stopped. And then there were only 2 bands that night. It was that Avatar band and then Baby Metal. And so it was a weird, quick experience to where it was like, drive 5.5 hours, boom, oh, fuck, that sucked, boom, boom, and then the shit starts. And I couldn't imagine being that young and being in front of that many people, because the lead singer of the band is fucking 22 years old,
Wow.
and the backup singers and dancers are fucking 20 years old. And
Okay.
this shit, like, imagine, so do it backwards. They're from fucking Japan coming to the United States at that age. Imagine yourself as a musician and shit like that being 22 years old and go from Connecticut to fucking Japan,
Right.
and you have thousands of people losing their fucking
Right.
mind over you.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
I don't speak their language. I've seen a couple of interviews with them. They don't seem to have egos, but it's one of those things where you're like, yo, you could imagine them just being like, we are the fucking shit.
Right.
You know?
Haven't you heard? Did you get a whiff? Did you get a whiff? Because we the shit, nigga. Whiff or we? Whiff or we? Blow that whistle, whiff or we?
But I'll say, man, the show was fucking on point.
Nice. Now, how many people were in the band?
In the band,
the actual
I
group?
think there's, well, in the group it's 3 girls, but then they have a band,
Right,
you know,
the band, gotcha.
that play in.
Get a drummer's help.
Yeah, and dude, just wild, like just good shit. They actually put on a show, and it was one thing that made me realize in my life that even though I've performed many times, I've actually never put on a show. Like, and you see and you learn that, like, oh shit, they've done a show. Like, this is a performance,
Right.
not just we're getting up here and doing our music.
Yep.
With video accompaniment of like all the songs that they have music videos for play in the back while they're performing them, which is
Okay.
dope and like just good promotion.
Nice.
And then and this is big fucking, you know, movie screen behind them, not like, you know, a fucking not a home projector, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
right. The little grainy shit.
huge shit in front of them, stuff that would accent the music as well. And that with metal, with people moshing, losing their fucking mind, and something that these girls brought to fucking metal, which is synchronized dancing. And I'll tell you, as a white person that wishes he was black, there's nothing like the mixture of the white side of me loves metal, the wish I was black side of me wishes I could dance better than I can, and wishes I could sing better than I can. So now I have a group up here that does metal. The girl can sing her ass off, and they synchronize dance. So I'm like,
Where is this?
Come
where's
on,
this,
man.
Where's the ceiling? Is this what Pharrell was talking
have I
about?
peaked?
Is this the Pharrell? Is this Pharrell? So
Is this my room without a roof?
Is this it? Happiness? Is this where it lies at? Oh man.
So
how long do they perform for? Like how
they
long is the actual
perform
set?
for like an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, that's good. That's
And
good timing.
the band gets like a 2 minute, two
recess?
like 2 little 2 minute
Intermission break.
no not that, like breaks to just play music without the you know, like the girls will go in the back and
Okay, and the band
have a
just kinda
drink or
takes
whatever
over.
the fuck, you know. Yeah, and the band gets their own, though, like you said, let the drummer get
Yeah,
some.
get a drummer something.
And so that shit was it was just, it was
That's
dope.
funny. I was gonna
But
say, did it ever bring back any feelings of being a kid and wanting to be in a band? Because I know I used to. I don't know if you ever did. Like, what instrument? I used to. Of course, I used to want to be the drummer. That was my shit as a kid. Like, you know, want to beat on things. You know, making music.
I never really wanted to be in a band. I remember always wanting, like, having someone wanting to be a rapper, but also have someone play drums, but not necessarily be a band. You know what I mean?
Like the Roots a little bit.
Yeah, kind of, but like just have a drummer.
Just
not,
a drummer, right?
Yeah,
Just
but
give me that boom bap, cuz.
like I said, more than anything, it made me just be like, holy shit. I had an eye-opening moment of like, that's a performance instead of just getting up there and playing your music. But that was wild, and that was on Friday night, and
Nice.
you know, like I saw it, but I was more in the back, you know?
Right.
And then on Sunday, they were playing in New York at Terminal 5, and that was much better ride, much quicker ride. It was like an hour and 40 minutes. I hopped on the highway. It was actually like an hour and 40 minutes,
Right,
which
right.
is fucking amazing.
How'd you get parking out there right in the Coliseum?
Parking was, I parked on the fucking street. And you know why I parked on the street? Because one of the beautiful things, like the city that we live in, it was, and that's really weird that I'm getting a call from New York right now as I just said the fucking word New York. Wow.
Oh man,
That
they
was
want
weird.
In. They want in.
Yo, they listening, dog.
So we found you left a couple napkins in the stadium. What the fuck is you talking about?
But
man?
one of the beautiful things that, as you know, around here, you can park anywhere on a Sunday.
Right.
It's the same thing in New York. That blew my dick off because
Wow.
I
didn't know that.
saw where the venue was, and then on the GPS I put in parking near there, whatever. So I'm circling around, I'm going to it, and then I see, there's no fucking there's no meters, and all the signs say no parking from 8 to 6 except Sunday, and literally like. Dude, it was like Jesus put his penis on this car and was just like, yep. They just, for whatever reason, they left, and I was like, oh my God.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Jesus' penis makes a thud when it
definitely. Jesus' penis makes noise.
sounds like a duffel bag hitting the floor and shit.
Sounds like a gallon of paint dropping. That shit was. So I parked like a 1/10 of a mile from the fucking venue. That shit was straight.
That's dope.
And that one I got there before the show started, or excuse me, before doors opened, and so I walked to the venue. And dude, when they talk about that New York has energy, it's true. Like New York really, really has energy. Like it's almost like when you're in a casino, you'll never be tired in a casino because they're pumping in oxygen and shit like that. New York is like the same way, where how they say like the city is alive, it really fucking is, man.
There's
like
so much energy going on out there for
yeah,
it doesn't shut down. Like things don't close there until
exactly
like 5 in the morning. That's just for them to take a break and open back up at 8.
Like New York is really, really alive. So I get to the venue, and the line is literally around the block to like 3/4 around.
And that's a line even if you had pre-tickets, which you did.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
You still are waiting. Oh.
Yeah, and then the doors open, and then it went quick, but I probably waited in line like a half hour. And the venue is dope because there's a huge bottom area, and then there's 3 different levels on the side, almost like a balcony type situation.
Okay.
So I stayed on the bottom for a little while, and I was like, yeah, there's 3,000 people coming in here. I'm going to go retreat to the top level. So I got on the top level to where I'm on the top level, and I'm about 20 feet. I'm front row, but 3rd level. And I'm like 20 feet from them. And that was a whole different experience to be able to watch big fucking mosh pit from the top. That shit was nuts.
They do any pyrotechs?
No pyro, but lights were fucking crazy.
Right. Dope light
Watching
show.
people crowd surf and all that shit, it was a hell of an
Make
experience.
you want to take the plunge, cuz?
Hell no.
Catch me black, I'm coming down.
Hell no.
Come on, pal. Come on.
You know what? And same shit. I don't understand how girls crowd surf, because it's like a lot of people try to be respected, but you can still see.
There's that guy in there.
Yeah.
There's somebody in there. I mean, you're talking about some dudes, and a lot of them that are doing that are younger. You know what I mean? You're talking about the newer, younger guy. He's got no rules.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even getting up on the bus and let the old lady sit down.
Right.
So fuck your pussy. He grabbing it. I'm sorry. I mean, it sounds so vulgar, lady, but a motherfucker like that, that's what he gonna do. It's the kind of things like my daughter, of course, when she's old enough, that kind of talk. Listen, these motherfuckers just want pussy. That's it. Don't give them nothing.
Tighten up, boo.
Listen, this is what they want. Listen, you're a woman. You're an emotional. You're gonna attach to feelings. He really likes me. He really likes me, and this and this and that. He's like, oh, she's really gonna give me pussy. She's really gonna give me pussy. This is great. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to get some pussy.
Trying to see that butthole.
Right. It's a different kind of so you're playing the game in the same way. He's playing the game by being Mr. Johnny Nicey. I got to be really nice to get the ass. And you're doing this whole thing like, oh my God, I'm going to pretend I want to give him the ass so he can stick around me because I want him. He really likes me. I want to see if he really likes me without the ass. No, he's going to give up on you.
Yeah, so I think I almost did see a butthole of one girl crowd surfing, but it was cool to see the show from an entirely different perspective of like up looking down, and the speakers were like right next to us, and that shit was fucking bugged out. To watch the show from the top, be able to see the entire thing without being jostled around inside the crowd, and that shit was bugged out. The New York show was a lot better than the Philly show, with the crowd losing their goddamn mind. And if you follow us on Watermelon versus Pumpkin on the Instagram, that we appreciate. But follow me also at Lil Mattress on Instagram. I put up a couple videos from it on there, and shit was bugged out. Definitely like one of the top 5 shows I've ever been to, and just blows my mind because I've watched some behind the scenes videos on these girls, and the training that they go through to do this shit always blows me away about how fucking disciplined they are to where like they're at a company from when they're younger. Like the company that they're with is called Amuse Entertainment or Amuse Inc., whatever the fuck it is. But it's like that. I feel like we are pretty talented musically, but imagine if we, after school, worked on it till sleep, then went to school, then after school, worked on music till we went to sleep, then after, and do this shit for fucking years. Like these girls were like, I don't want to say train. Yeah, these girls were like training from, they were like 12, then started the band at 16. And like, it's ridiculous how polished they are because of the amount of time that they put in. You know, where they say like it takes 10,000 hours to master this. These girls are on like 50,000 hours easy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man, because it's just like, you know, you see a lot of that within, you know, different Asian cultures, man, that they push, man, you know. We're Americans over here, so we do like to say, listen, man, we get it done when we get it done. You know? But their thing is that we have to get it done right now. We're gonna get the bodies, we're gonna get the numbers, we're gonna, you know, cook for them and send them on their way. You know.
Yeah, it was just intense to see like the amount of, like, you can see something and see the amount of work and the amount of dedication and practice that went into making that show a show, and it was incredible, man. So 4 weeks, I'm going out to California, and while I'm out there, Baby Metal, they're playing their first arena show at the Forum in LA, I think it is.
Okay.
And that'll be a stadium show, which will be fucking
No, that was more
wild.
Nipsey.
Now
Nipsey was in Staples, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the Forum is
the Forum, now that should be pyro and fucking
right. They got the room
wild
for it, right.
shit.
That's
and,
dope.
So
And
I'm looking
what's the
forward
name
to
of the band?
Baby Metal.
Baby Metal, for y'all out there that want to check out something new. Not that new, because they've been around for a little bit, I take it. But
Yeah, they've been around for a couple of years,
could
but
be new
it's
to your ears, you know what I mean? Because I know it's a big thing now. I know a couple of young kids that they're really into the K-pop. You know, at first I didn't know what the hell. She's like, "Oh, is that K-pop? K-pop?" I was like, "Is this bitch saying cake pop? What are you like?" I like cake.
Are you saying the cake pop? Yeah.
I like cake pops. They get a little doughy sometimes. No, K-pop, Korean pop. Oh, pop music for K. Oh, that's what the K stands for. Oh, you know, and it's a big, like you said, it's fascinating to look at it and how many millions and millions of views some of these people have on their shit.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't register that way to us because we're not, you know.
No, like
we're not giving them all those views.
Like Blackpink, they have like 700 million on one of their videos. It's fucking nuts. Like that shit's above Bieber numbers, but it's a different side of the planet, so it doesn't make it over here like it does over there, where it's, you know, that's people on the other side of the planet. There's like people mobbing airports and like shutting down airports to get a fucking glimpse of people. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's wild shit to look up.
Yeah, basically, stay home, niggas.
That's what he's saying, to stay home. But it also, like, it definitely inspired me to, like, damn, man, I miss going to concerts and miss going to good concerts.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
they say some of the old timers got some good shit. Who was it? Somebody said they seen some years ago, but still past her prime. Was it Tina Turner? And they were
Rolling
like,
on the River?
They were like, bro, she did a fucking show. It was about an hour and a half long or so, hour and a half to 2. Fucking woman had energy, man.
Oh,
and
she still got that Ike fear.
Yeah,
that Ike fear, dog.
I'm telling you, man. She was, and she's like in her late 50s doing this shit, 60s.
Yeah.
And they said, man, she was running up and down that fucking stage. I've never seen, you know, one of my favorite performances I've ever seen, you know.
She moved like to Europe or something.
Euro step. That's big in basketball now, by the way.
She Euro stepped over Ike's grave.
It's all about the Euro step in basketball right now, man. It's a weird, awkward. I take one big lunge this way. You know, usually you go one and then you're going one, but you're going the same direction. Now it's one, and I'm going to do some funky shit and come back the other way, and lean this way. So
it's a travel that they don't call.
Right. It's one right step here. The second foot, instead of going there, is going to go to the side, and I'm going to walk to, and I'm going to take, now this foot, the plant foot's coming up, but now I'm in midair, I'm going to go back the other way. It's, you know, European niggas are so confusing.
True.
You niggas need to stop that bullshit, man. You know, but that's dope though. No, they don't have fights and shit at these concerts, right? I mean, you wouldn't think they'd be fighting.
I didn't see any fight. I mean, you know, at any concert, there's always, you know, the chance that there always could be, man. People too close
Right.
to each other. People,
How about
have too
some,
much to drink.
MAGA hats.
No, I didn't see any.
No MAGAs, fuck, man.
It's always good to be in areas where, because even like I said, I don't love and I don't hate Donald Trump. I'm definitely in the with anything with politics. Case by case basis of the actual issue that's happening. But that MAGA hat, that just represents. Most of the time, represents somebody I don't want to be anywhere near.
I don't want to be
You know what I
affiliated
mean?
with, man. It's tough. Now, if you want a MABA hat, stay tuned. We're gonna make America bake again. That's a campaign we had at one point. Make America bake again. A MABA hat, and it comes with a golden whisk.
And for our, if people still rave, if those still exist, we're also going to have a MABA hat that would be Make America Boof again. So if you need to hide your drugs, just hide them in there, man.
Stick that, take that, and then just hold your breath.
Exactly. Don't cough.
Don't cough for the remainder until you're in the clear. Other than that, nigga, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit.
True. So,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
man, episode 91. If you guys got questions, comments, anything, hit the hotline, 203-594-6977. Hey, man, if by chance you're going to be out in California when I'm out in California, let me know. That's another thing that because you can't have anything on you when you walk into the venue. But while I'm walking in New York, while I'm walking in Philly, and I only had, small walks to the venues, I'm like, fuck, man, I should be putting up stickers right now. I should be,
Right.
that type of stuff. But, yeah, I really definitely want to get back to New York because that energy, man, it's big.
Listen, man, maybe we should set up a pair of chairs in Times Square one day. Do a live one from the square, cuz.
Right.
I don't know if y'all niggas ready for
Live
that.
from the square, dog.
Live from that 4-2 square. Nigga.
Even like along the Hudson Parkway there's not a beach, but there's side area where people have barbecues and shit like that. You could definitely do it by the
pull over and pop it on there next to
Yeah.
Pier Point or whatever the fuck.
next to where what's his name that landed the plane in there? Tom
God.
Hanks.
Oh, Sully.
Sully. Getting gully with Sully.
Gully with Sully on top of the lake, nigga. Woo, Sully Lake. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, my niggas.
Beginning of the night.
And, we need y'all to fasten in and buckle up, nigga. And, 91, man. It's a good year, man. It's first year of a new decade.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
a new
90s was
day.
a motherfucker. Leather and baggy clothes.
Bars.
We ouch.